Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cancer, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your we're back to the old format. Way too many complaints, so you talked, I listened. Your key to the week this week is the moon card. So you are the moon child, right? Because you're a Cancerian. Now, this card is actually ruled by Pisces, but what I will say to you is this. This week, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more reflective than usual, if you find that you are ruminating over the past a bit more, like a Cancerian tends to do, this week it's coming from a place of fear. And I will say this to you, this would be a really good week for you to discover what it is that is holding you back on that level. This week you could have something bubble up to the surface of your consciousness that might really kind of throw you. It may be something that comes up that you think, wow, you know what, I genuinely thought I dealt with that. I actually thought I'd let that go or release that. The reason I say this is I get this feeling that for Cancerian, sun, moon and ascendant, some big shift or change in perception is going to happen this week. And it's going to happen because you're looking back over something and starting to realize or discover that actually there is a big shift or a change that's already taken place. It kind of feels like this week it's going to settle into your energy field. And so I'm really intrigued to see what comes up. For your actions and options this week, you have the 10 of Wands. You are literally releasing a burden. This is also, in a lot of ways, going to see you be very vocal this week. About something that maybe you are done carrying, maybe something that you are done holding on to on an internal level. This could see you being really vocal about what you think, about what you feel. And I might say as well, one thing I often say with the 10 of Wands, whatever it is that you are ready to say or to speak on may very well upset the apple cart this week. So just consider that that is what's going on. All right, there's definitely a big shift and a big change coming for you guys. And I think once you get to the bottom of whatever it is, you will likely feel a lot brighter and a lot lighter this week. For your communications and conversations, you have the 3 of Pentacles. This week, somebody is going to offer you advice. And there might be a part of you that's like, well, you ain't in no fucking position to tell me nothing. But the truth of the matter is, whatever information this person is giving you, it looks like it's coming from a place of genuine care. Right? So whoever it is that's giving you this information or this advice, it looks like it's coming from a place of genuine care about you as a person. However, the moon card is right above it. So how you receive what this person is saying may not necessarily be how they meant it. And it may be that you're not seeing this person clearly enough to take on board what they're trying to say to you. So it may be, you know, maybe this is somebody that's upset you in the past and you think, well, you know, you're like this or you could be like this. But it's like whatever information they're giving you this week, don't let it be colored by your past with this person, right? Just take it on board. You know, sit with it. If it really doesn't resonate, then fine, fair enough, let it go. But if you know it's good advice, forget about the source, because the source of that inspiration, that wisdom, that information that is coming to you from them isn't from you anyway, right? So learning to disconnect from how you see somebody is sometimes really, really important, because the information that they're giving you might be divinely channeled. It might be coming to you through this person because they're the only person that will be able to get you the message in a given time frame. I know that was really kind of deep and out there, but sit with that for a moment, see how it works for you. For those of you that work for somebody else, This week, if some new qualification comes up, if some new direction when it comes to study, or maybe even some need to study a new discipline or methodology comes up, don't be closed to it, because it could serve you very well in the future. For those of you that work for yourselves, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, you might want to find a way this week to think about what the gaps are in your education, your knowledge, or your professional skill. And that's not to say that there are any. Maybe you need to think about ways that you can adapt your skill set to something new that is coming up. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, this week I think you are going to really get clear on what you are ready to learn, but more importantly, what you're ready to teach. And that is very, very exciting. For your money and materials, you have the Four of Pentacles. This is definitely a week where you want to start saving, looking at the budget, looking at the finances, maybe getting the ducks in a row. Now, what do we see here? You've got the 3 that led to the 4. The sequence of numbers, the run of numbers. If you have masculine energies in the spirit world, they are trying to get a message to you, and it has something to do with either your profession or your home. Pay heed to the messages that come up through that, especially through your dreams this week. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your bones, your structure, right? So looking after all of that as well. And for a select few of you, this would be a really good week to do like a liver detox or cleanse. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but this would be a good week to do that kind of thing. And then finally, for your home and environment, there's definitely something happening in the home this week. This would be a really good week to do a spring clean, or to chuck out things that you no longer use, or to donate things that you no longer use. Probably a better use of your time, energy and resources. Another thing with this as well, when it comes to the home front, for some of you, this would be a really good time to start figuring out whether the space that you're in at the moment is supportive or conducive to what you're trying to achieve in your longer term goals. For your love and relations, you have the Witch card, right? I like this. For those of you that are single, this week you are likely to be meeting somebody who has a very spiritual outlook or understanding, or is somebody who is maybe a teacher, maybe somebody that's a spiritual teacher, maybe somebody that is on that kind of level. And it looks like some of the conversations you'll be having with this person will feel great. There's just a sense here that you're skeptical. It's kind of like, yeah, you know what, on paper you tick all the boxes, but I'm not 100% sure. Having that kind of that discerning nature is a really good thing. It really is. It's good to have your wits about you. But I gotta say, just because of the timing that you're meeting this person doesn't necessarily fit in, it does suggest to me that this person could have shown up just at the right time. Give it a moment of thought before you dismiss this person completely. For those of you that are partnered or married in long-term commitments, etc., this would be a good week for you and your partner to consider how your schedules are impacting each other, where they're either getting on top of each other, where they're getting in the way of each other, or where maybe they are not necessarily supporting your collective goals. On a single path, it looks like both of you are doing very well, but it looks like the things that you're doing really well, they seem to be diverging your path. And if you want your relationship to remain strong, this week you need to start thinking about ways that you can adjust or adapt what you're doing so that it doesn't end up creating that friction of, well, I need to be ahead, I need this, and then it's just like a ball of wants and needs rather than, like a harmonious whole. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.